Appreciate you.
You over-delivered, you know what I'm saying?
I tried, you know.
Oh man, you came in, you made it
Under
look
promise,
easy.
over-deliver. That's what I do.
That's what you always do. The lawn dude ain't playing no games. This is only the beginning.
That's right.
Stay tuned.
Never been done. The biggest. Alright, it's been 5 weeks. It's time to go back to Atlanta, to the promised land. This time we are actually cutting Rick Ross's grass. It's Sunday. The car show is not till next Saturday, so that's 6 days away, giving us plenty of time to, you know, get this done, put the designs in. I've been practicing on my own lawn. The MMG logo, the Chevy logo, which he doesn't know about yet. I'm gonna surprise him with that one. We have a little bit of a time crunch because they're setting up for the car show starting Tuesday, so I kinda gotta get out of their way. The equipment's being delivered. Hopefully everything shows up on time, and I'm ready to get this done. Let's run it.
Can we go get some barbecue?
We've struck out once, I think we're done. I'm just hoping when we get there that the grass is like not up to my waist. And I had to go over it like 6-7 times. Because I don't know when the last time they cut it was. Because Skinny called me saying they cut it a month ago. And surely they cut it one more time since then, but I guess we'll see. I got a couple different ideas that I can take to approach it. I can use the 104 and kind of go side to side and pretty much bush hog it down to 8 inches, 7 or 8 inches or so, and then use the 72-inch Super SF and then fine-tune the lines. 20 minutes an acre, so 3 acres an hour. 25 hours mowing, roughly. And that's not even weed eating. Yeah. And another thing is, like, I'm practicing the MMG logo and the Chevy in my lawn, but like I said, it's different grass, so I just really hope that it translates into their Georgia grass. Oh. Yeah, I get the work cut out for me.
Patrick.
Chase my middle name.
I wish I would have got to the camera. She said, "What's your name?" I looked at you and said, "Patrick."
Hi, I'm Patrick. Let's take Bikini Bottom and move it over here. No, this is Patrick. Cameraman Caleb.
Yeah, buddy.
We're in Atlanta. Just touched down. We're only about 15 minutes away from Rose's crib. The mower should be here in a couple hours. We have to go grab our bags, get our rental truck, check into our Airbnb. Time to get to work. I'm excited.
Chase cheaped out. He told me he was going to get a Porsche.
Where's yours at? To the car rental. Let's go.
Right.
How do we get there? It's so big.
Ooh, yeah, good luck getting in.
Yeah, how do we get into it now?
It's not a Porsche, but it'll do.
When in Rome. They mulched it in. You can tell they mulched, put some new mulch down. They got a tube running through the middle of the yard though. The design is about 20 by 15.
Yeah, nothing's gonna be right here, really.
Perfect. Then.
Perfect.
Yeah,
One on either side of the driveway, so when
Yeah.
people walk up, you know, they definitely see that shit right there.
Cool.
But what I want to do is, I want to put that ant shit down while you cutting.
Okay.
You do a section.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk.
Yeah.
See the ants put the shit down. You know what I'm saying?
Is there like ant piles everywhere?
Yeah, ant piles everywhere on
shit.
this beach.
I'm actually like, I'm happy with the way that the grass looks right now. Not too tall, but tall enough to where I can play around with it. You know, I'll still probably have to go over it a couple times because it's like as if the grass hadn't been cut in 2 weeks. It's like a bi-weekly lawn in Kentucky, essentially. I gotta be careful around this pond. I don't want to get stuck and fucking across this house with a mower. I'm gonna have to weed a lot of this bank, dude. That's gonna suck, but you know, it is what it is. It's hard for me to judge like how big this is because I'm so like, it don't look like much. Like it looks like a lot, but it looks like, okay, I can get this done in an hour or two. But I'm gonna get on that mower, I already know, and be like, holy shit, this is a lot bigger than it looks. There's a patch of grass up top. I wonder if I could scout into that.
Like, would it grow back okay?
No. But it'd be there forever. It's so far for Stripe. It looks so much closer on the other side. My equipment finally got delivered. We're at Rick Ross's house, aka the Promised Land in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's check out what we're working with this week. Got the Hustler Hyperdrive 60-inch mower. This is a sit-down machine. It has the FX1000V, which is a 38.5 horsepower Kawasaki engine. Strong, that's what that is. This is the beast. This is the Hustler 104. Has the bat wings that go down, cut 104 inches at a time. It can cut a football field in less than 10 minutes, if that tells you anything, to put it in perspective. And this right here, this is my favorite one. This is the Super SF Hustler stand-on, 72 inches, so a little bit wider than what I'm used to. Hauls ass, cuts grass, and we're ready to get this done. Let's get to work. First day is down. We got to Rick Ross's house, get the mowers delivered, got started cutting the grass a little bit, got our work cut out for us the rest of the week. Tomorrow is a big day because we have to get a portion of the property done before they come with the tents and the stage and the wire and the lighting, so we have to get out of their way. So stay tuned. Tomorrow we're gonna hit the ground running. We're gonna wake up early, get there as the sun comes up pretty much, and get started. I think it's raining.
Just a wee bit.
Is your camera waterproof?
It's water resistant.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sarah orders my Starbucks. I get it. It's day 2. We're at Rick Ross's house. It was time to start on this field. I told him I was going to give him my signature waves. So when we do the waves, we got to take a couple things into account. One, where's the house at in relation to the sun? The sun rises on this side and sets over here. So in order to see stripes, the sun has to be at your back. What I'm thinking is we're gonna put the waves diagonal this way, kind of aim them towards that left staircase over there. Angle them this way, so that way in the morning time, you can see them from the road pulling in, and in the evening, when the sun's starting to set, you can see them from the front of the house pointing this way. So what I'm gonna do, I always like to start right in the middle and then work my way to either side. That way I know that the middle of the yard, which is the focal point, is gonna look good. And I'm gonna work my way to one side, and then I'm gonna work my way to the other side. And you gotta be careful because this is such a long ass yard. You can easily get off track. So you gotta be, that first stripe is super important to making sure it's straight and in line with where you want it to look. Where you want it to look and where you want it to point at. So I guess let's stripe her up. Stripe it up.
I think it looks great.
So look, this is what we're doing. Because of how tall this is, and if you want to be able to stripe something, you need to be able to cut it high, because what the mower is doing is it's cutting the grass, but it's also slightly folding the grass over at the same time. So if you look over here at the stripes, the lighter ones, it's folding it forward, and the darker ones, the grass is being folded this way, so they're contrasting against each other. So that way when the sunlight hits it, it gives you the illusion of stripes. A lot of people think, oh, you're cutting at different heights. No, that's not what's going on here. The grass is being folded in different ways. So right here, what I'm cutting right now is I'm cutting at 4 1/4. And I'm gonna go over this again, and I might drop it down to 4, or I might just leave it at the same height just to really break up the clumps and really drive in those stripes. I'd say we got about 10% done of this field, 90% more to go. So far so good. They turned the water hose on to fill up their pond down here. So now we got a little bit of a challenge. It's wet through here, you can hear it, like, listen. So I imagine all the way down this pipe, it's probably pretty wet. Would you say that's right?
Oh yeah, I mean I was walking and it was wet for a minute.
Oh, that's gonna throw a wrench because I'm trying to get the waves to go all the way through the yard together. And this obviously runs right through it. So what we're gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to make a line this way and a line this way on either side, 10 feet, kind of giving me the boundary, and then continue the waves that way. Try to line them up the best I can from over here. going this way. And then eventually, once this dries out, I'll just have to make a couple passes like that. Gotta hit the hamstring straight. About 10 acres or so. And the thing is, I double cut every inch of this field. So I pretty much cut 20 acres. But I put waves all in it, so that slows me down a little bit more. We had the pipe that's filling up the pond running through the yard. We kind of had to go around that. That's probably the longest or most grass I've ever cut in one day, consistently. I've cut 35 yards in a day, but that's on and off. You're in the truck half the time. This was 9 hours of non-stop mowing. I don't know if you can tell if I'm tired or not, but I'm exhausted. But we got more work to do, so stay tuned. Alright, this is day, what, 2.5? Day 3? Technically day 3. We're gonna start making it look crispy. I told Rick Ross, I was like, I'm gonna get your edges so you can swipe a credit card, so I gotta be a man of my word. I gotta come through with that, so stay tuned for day 3. Let's run it. My steel equipment just arrived. Let's check out what I am working with this week. First things first, let's check out the blower. BR 800 Magnum, very strong backpack blower, a little stronger than what they have here at the Promised Land. Give us that extra power that we're gonna need to blow the grass around, blow the leaves around, whatever we have to do with the blower. My lighter trimmer, FS94R, lighter weight, that way, you know, I can get to moving. It's a big property, I gotta run around a lot. I got the heavier duty, stronger, slightly heavier option, 91R. This is what I use at home. Strong machine, cuts through just about anything. A little heavier, so you gotta sacrifice weight for power, but I got guns, we're good. The 111 edger. These edges are pretty overgrown, so the weed eater might not work. You gotta get that metal blade down, carve out that edge, and just send it. 2-cycle mix. Got my weed eater string. Got my tool. Time to start edging and trimming 300 acres. Wish me luck. Don't horn me, it's okay. It's okay. About to stab my hand into the gate with this horn. I'm nice, man. I'm here. I'm your buddies this week. This Georgia sun is no joke. Alright, I got to this side a little too late. One of the grounds crews started cutting here. No offense to him, but he kind of hacked it. Let me show you. He cut too low. I said, what are you cutting on? He said 2 1/4. I said, bro, put that on at least 3. And I went over it, tried to dress it up and salvage what I could. But once you cut it that low, it's kind of hard to come back from. Like for example, this hill, if you come over here, Caleb, see how it's uneven? You have to raise the deck, otherwise that deck just grabs the ground. You see how it's scalped all through here? That's not what you want to see. So there's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can float the deck with your foot if you're on a sit-down machine, or float it with your hand if you're on a stand-down mower. You can kind of see here, same thing, where it just got scalped.
Oh.
Not for me, for the record, not for me. I know what I'm doing. I kind of went over it, tried to salvage what I could. You can kind of see the stripes, but once it gets so short, you know, you're not gonna be able to see it. So you can tell where I told him to stop, where it's more green, it's taller, this little patch.
Dude,
if you show the camera, show them
look
that.
at the difference. Green, brown.
It is what it is. Another challenge on the Promised Land. I guess we'll finish up this field. We'll start messing with that. Back to work we go. My neck is on 10.
Did you bring that hoodie?
Certified redneck, yeah, I did. This is really good string. This is the steel 095. It's braided, so it has like a little twist to it. If you look at it, it's twisted up. It doesn't break as easily as, you know, generic string. Since we don't have a cutter, this is the trick that I learned from somebody close to me. Take it and you just wind it down.
Shout out Cody Wright, Wright Property Solutions for that trick.
If I sling one of these rocks into his window, how much do you think that would cost? 5 grand each, at least.
Yeah, especially that one in the ballroom right there, that big one.
The big ass one. Because you can't, I mean, you might be able to place like one little pan, but they probably just do the whole window. We got pretty much everything on this field mowed, and I plan to kind of start out front, but then one of the assistants came over and said that they plan on putting Ross's cars out tonight or sometime soon. So he wanted me to go ahead and get my logo that I'm planning on putting in the lawn out of the way, so that way he can start putting everything out. So a little change of plans. We kind of had to adjust on the fly. I had to go back to the house and get all the stuff to make the logos. The plan is we're gonna start out with 2, one on either side, see what it looks like. This is how I did this, making the MMG logo. Got several different ropes all labeled. I'm gonna lay them down piece by piece, get my diagram. There she is, has all my measurements that I need. A little complicated, but it's all up here.
The preparation is insane. That's the width?
That's the width.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be sick.
Bear with me for a second.
How you like the first one?
Turned out good, man. I'm working with grass that's like very difficult. It's like getting a canvas to an artist that's broken. Looks good to me.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I thought I was tired yesterday. I'm definitely more tired today. It's 2 days, what, back-to-back 10, 12-hour days. We knocked out the rest of this big field. This is the largest field on the Promised Land. We double cut it, put the waves in it, goes all the way through. Turned out great. Wait till you can see this when the sunlight hits it right, it just pops. And then, you know, had another little trick up my sleeve. You can see the Promised Land, the house, massive. And on either side, you got the MMG logo embedded into the lawn. When that sunlight hits it, it's really gonna pop. You can see it this way, the light hitting it. So let's go get some rest and we'll see y'all tomorrow. What day is it? It's Wednesday. 2 12-hour days and then a full day of travel. Now, you know, who knows how long we're gonna be here today. I need some breakfast. Waiting for Rose to get here. We get the waves in, we get the MMG logos. I got another trick up my sleeve that, you know, we'll see if we can pull off today. Somebody did it again. Somebody did it again. Check this out. It's like we get here too late in the mornings and they just don't know how to handle themselves. Look at this. Bro, what the fuck is that? Somebody came out here and scalped it. Like, it was a good idea. Like, let's have this lower and everything else a little taller. Like, that stands out like a sore thumb to me. God, that fires me up, dude. Like this, even if you did that, like this height, cool, whatever. You didn't stripe it up, but at least it's relatively the same height. It ain't a putting green. It's a front lawn. So, that's another challenge, I guess. I'll do the best I can to make this look good. Got the expensive cars over here. We gotta make sure we don't give them a green paint job. So now the first thing what I'm gonna mess with, because they got this fence set up, but we didn't have a chance to edge right by that fence. So what I'm having to do is straight edge in between the fences. If they need somebody to drive.
God bless, dude.
So you see what I'm doing? I gotta clean this edge up real quick. So bear with me. That might have been the most stressful mow of my life. Mow it next to these cars. Because, you know, when you go up and back like this, half the time you're shooting it this way and half the time you're shooting it that way. And I don't have a grass flap on here that closes this. So it's just like, it's sending it out that way. And there's rocks and shit everywhere. Like, as you get closer to these cars, I was having to back down backwards and stripe it backwards. I don't know if that's ever been done in the history of the lawn care community, mowing waves backwards, but yeah, I mean, you can see them. I'm glad I got that done. Like, are you thinking in between it or out in front of it?
Wherever you want.
Another challenge. Challenge after challenge.
Dodging the
pellets.
All right, what's the plan?
The logo here without damaging anything. Okay, well, you know, let's get to it.
Right here.
That's it. Gotta remember how these go. I got my lines down. It's pretty much, at this point, connecting the dots. Got my FS91R. Time to trim it in. Wish me luck. Usually I advise people not to trim around cars, especially, you know, super expensive vehicles like this one, but they said somebody's coming out here to detail them soon anyway, so it doesn't matter if I get a little grass on them. I just don't want to break any windows. Alright, here goes nothing. The weed eater arm. Woo! Hold that weed eater all damn day.
Is it just that one arm?
Left arm's weak. You know what that is.
Look at that.
I'm happy. I'm happy it's over with. Wow. Well, pull them up, pull them up. They better not cover it up. Okay.
Too much chicken. That's regulation too.
We got the MMG logo in the grass. Little cherry on top. We came down here. You can see we got the Rolls Royce, Maybach, other Maybach, Impala, Bel Air. And because these are all old school Chevys, what we did was we put in a Chevy logo into the grass. Check this out. They said it couldn't be done, but we did it anyways. All right, day 3.5, Wednesday, whatever you want to call it, is over. The whole field has been double cut like it was before. I went over it actually a couple more times, so a quarter of it has been triple cut. But yeah, it's coming together. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I think Rose should be here. He's not here yet. He should arrive tomorrow. And I'm excited to show him what we have accomplished and what we have done. And I'm sure he will be excited about it. So. About cut. We're kind of going through and hitting a couple things twice, or actually, well, technically the third time, just to really make it pop right before they put all these cars out here. You can see they got just about all of Rose's cars out. This is gonna be for everybody else. He might be here today. We might get a chance to, you know, shoot the shit with him. And yeah, that's just about it, man.
Young Jeezy, head of security. So he gonna tell him.
Like, to actually see it like online is totally different from seeing it in person. Like, in person it's insane. Like, it's crazy, you know? Like,
and wait till late in the afternoon when that sun gets about right here.
Right.
This whole field will, as long as there ain't cars out there, it's gonna pop.
All you gotta do is put some lights in it and you in the game.
Man, that's a good idea. I'm gonna add that to my repertoire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fire. So you got your hands full?
Oh,
you thought it was gonna be easier than it was, right?
Well, I'll tell you this. It's definitely way bigger than what the fuck I thought it was. Hey, anybody else that needs it, y'all see this? Any other celebrities? Holler at me.
Hey, he the truth. The truth.
Went all out with that one, didn't you? Look at that.
Damn!
Bitch heavy?
Hell yeah! Shit! Drop this motherfucker. My goddamn lawnmower ain't this damn heavy.
There ain't no getting that hustler back here, was there? Strong, Mr. Gray.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody ever tell you that?
Yeah, last time somebody told me that I'm still paying child support.
Oh, you funny, man. It's the first for everything. Let's see how much grass we got up here. I'm gonna sell that. Anybody want Rick Ross's grass? $9.99 a blade.
You tired yet?
No, that lawn dude don't get tired. Just like Kevin Gates said. What did I say to Rick Ross? Edge is so clean you could swipe a credit card. American Express. Approved.
Hey, did you get the Chevy back here?
Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I just heading out to the Chevy down there by the old school Chevys.
So this is the biggest route by far.
Oh, no doubt.
Come on, let me see what it's like to be the lawn dude for the day. Come on, I'm the lawn dude for the day. Come on now, we here. That lawn dude, the coolest dude on the planet. We here live and direct. It's a special moment for me. I get to be the lawn dude for the day.
I got dropped.
Yeah, don't do that.
Another day when he was like, should I risk it all? I was like, man, please do not hit the
What's up,
fucking
bro?
cars. They'll be doing this shit for free.
Man, no doubt. It's bumpy as hell too.
Oh,
So,
dude.
I'm over here
with the cars. It's like you might hit a pothole.
I got a question. What piece of advice would you give to somebody they're starting out, starting to be successful, and not be complacent, but want to keep elevating?
Keep growing. I just think that networking is I think networking is,
Knowing people and
Yes.
making the connections and kind of
networking.
branching off of that.
bro, and always keeping your face clean. If you agree to something, you gotta fucking stand by that. You know what I'm saying? Don't burn bridges. That's
it cool
one
with
thing I
everybody.
don't do. I don't owe people money.
Yeah.
Like if we do business, you're getting paid. You know, so that's like kind of like my thing.
Real nice.
Good.
That lawn dude.
That's right. We out here.
What's up, baby? We only a few days away from the car show. As you can already see, we got the motherfucking Miami Beach ocean waves in the promised land.
Did you bring your
see
life
that?
jacket?
Man, I'm a big fish. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fish. You already heard me. You feel me? So look, the lawn dude ain't playing no games. All y'all in his DMs, all y'all big time celebrities, all y'all big time actors, all you NB players already DMing them, letting them know you need your logos and all that in your grass.
That's right.
And I ain't got no problem with that, but you gotta wait till the car show over with, baby. We gotta wait till the car show over with, but as you can see, the car's already rolling in. Some of the vendors rolling in. I'm finna start enjoying the vibe right now, man.
Appreciate you.
You over delivered, you know what
I
I'm
tried,
saying?
you know.
Oh man, you came in, you made it
Under
look
promise,
easy.
over deliver. That's
Oh.
what I do.
That's what you always do. But we gotta salute Hustler as well.
That's right. Check them
You know what
out.
I'm saying? One time for Hustler.
The machines that did the work I got.
Yeah. I'm letting you know right now, Hustler got a whole new fan, the boss Ricky Rose. As I'm sure you know, this is one of the 15 properties I own. And guess what? Hustler, I'm rocking with you the long way. The lawn dude, I'm gonna give him a lot of different shit to do, baby. So this is only the beginning.
That's right.
Stay tuned. This ain't even a car show yet.
Star Island's
The bed
next.
is yet to come. Star Island is most definitely next.
All right, it's the end of Thursday, day 5. We got it done. Everything's cut. Everything's fine-tuned. The logos are in. The waves are in. Rick Ross got here today. We got to kick it with him a little bit, say what's up. Time for the car show. Time for me to relax, get to enjoy this now. No longer working 12-hour days. Now it's time for 12 hours of play. Let's see what tomorrow has in store.